back to my channel. My name is Laura. Today is day 29 of Junk Journal July. The prompt is playlist. And I did something really funny. Yeah, well, it's not really funny, but I found this Pops of Color and I decided to put it on my page from yesterday, and now I can't close my book because the book has to dry. So I have the book open here. Yeah, so I wrote the word not funny because the movie to me was not funny, and then I added these little dot things, but it's very, very wet, and I don't know if you could use a heat gun on this stuff. So I'm just gonna leave it open for now and let it air dry. So we're going to the next page, which is right next to it, so it's not that bad. But anyway, my idea when I think of a playlist is I'm going to do my podcast. I'm going to do the top 5 podcasts, and I went to the Dollar Tree and I picked up this paper here. It says Learn to Letter. And I thought that this would be pretty cool to journal on. So I'm going to take a piece from here. And yeah, hopefully it rips out. I have not used this yet. So yeah, so it's like 40 sheets of paper, 8 by 10. And I'm just going to use it as my base paper. And I'm going to use my ruler to just trim it off. And then I went to my stamp sets because I've been collecting lots of stamps, as you know. And I found this one, which is currently in top 5. It has the top 5 here. It also has, where's the other stamp set? This one's from Stamp Society, Heidi Swap. I don't know what month. Oh, October 2021. It's a really old stamp set. But it has the top 5 here currently. I just pulled this one out. And then I also pulled out this one from Studio Calico. It's called Let's Stay In. And this one, it doesn't have the date on it. So it's an old set, but it does have the word playlist. It has the headphones, and it has the record, the play, whatever, different things on here. So I figured I would use this on my page. So first I'm going to make a title. And I think I'm going to do it on a separate piece of paper. So I just have this piece of paper that I just pulled out, and I'm gonna write top 5, and I'm going to use the scissor just to cut this. Yes, I'm just doing it freehand. It is very early. It is 7:48. Actually, I was up at 6 something because of the dog, and it is Saturday, so everybody else is sleeping. So I'm going to make this title here. And I'm going to definitely use the word playlist. And I think I'm going to use the top 5. And I got to be careful I don't hit that pink thing there. Okay, so I got the word playlist. And got my thing here. And I'm just going to use... Let's do archival ink. I have extra sets of black ink because I use it all the time. So I just have it sitting. So we're going to do playlist. Okay, I stamped it too much. Okay, so I need a piece of paper. I'm just using scraps to get my stamp a little clean. I usually use baby wipes, but I'm too tired to get up and go get them right now. Yeah, so that's the playlist, and then I want to use the word top 5. Okay, and I have a list of the 5 podcasts that I've been listening to in the car when I drop the dogs off, or when I drop when I drop my dogs off by myself, or if I'm walking in the park. So here we go, top 5. And we're going to I think I'm just going to doodle around it. And since I already have my pink pen sitting here, I also use pink. So I'm going to just do a line going around it, like a doodle line. And these pens, they're Tombos. They are really cool because it has a brush tip, and it also has a journaling tip on the other side. I like to use the journaling tip just to write or doodle or draw. So I'm just going to go like this. Okay. And that's what I'm going to use for the top. Okay, so from that same stamp set, it had this little box. Instead of doing the numbers, I'm just going to do the box and then write in the number in each one. And I noticed that I have enough lines to do 5. And I'm going to move this. Luckily, I didn't glue this down yet, so I'm going to move this over a little bit. But I want to stamp a box in each one. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I don't like the first one. All right, so I have 5. So I'm going to use my pink pen to write the number in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, of course, you can just write it and not use stamps. But yeah, so now I'm going to write. I think I'm going to just use should I use the pink? No, I want a regular pen. All right, so I'm going to use my regular pen, which is a Writech. I really like this rollerball pen. I found this on Amazon. I will link them. They write, but it's also a watercolor pen, so you can draw and use watercolor on top of it. So they look like fountain pens, but when you open them up, it's just a regular tip pen, and it's really like a fine tip, but you could draw or write with them. So anyway, so my top 5 podcasts. Oh, and you know what? I wanted to put, let me write it first, and then I'll put some. I wanted to put the headphones somewhere on here. Maybe I'll put the headphones on the list on the top over here. All right, so my top 5 podcasts. So the first one that I've been listening to recently is Anxiety RX by Russell and Kennedy. So I've been listening to this on this whole week because I've been dealing with some anxiety, and so I started with episode 1, and I think I'm up to episode 13 or something like that. So I've been listening to that all week, all the month of July. So yeah. And now the other one that I listen to is 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. 5 minutes to change your life. And now I've been listening to this one for a very long time, and this is from Joanne Mallon. And she's very uplifting. She gives you positive feedback, and it's only 5 minutes. So yeah, she only does it once a week. And I've been listening to that for a long time, I think before COVID. Another one that I've just started listening to is Show Up or Shut Up. And that is Wendy. I'm sorry, I'm not going to say her last name because I don't want to screw it up. But she is, she owns Fodder School. So I've been listening to her, and she's the one who recommended listening to Anxiety RX. So that was just recently that I've started listening to her, and she's interviewing all the Fodder School teachers right now. So I was like listening to that all week in the month of July. Another one that I also listened to since COVID is the Wholehearted Coaching by Sharon. I'm not going to say her name as well because I don't want to screw it up. Yeah, so it's ESKANDANI. And I've been listening to her since COVID, back and forth, dropping my dog off. And she's very uplifting. I think she posts every other week, maybe, or every week. I don't know. And the last one that I've been listening to since last year, I occasionally listen to this one now, but last year I was listening to it every day because I was reading the Bible. So it's called The Bible Recap. And I was reading the Bible every day last year, and this is by D Group. Every year I was listening to it. So now occasionally this year I've been listening to the Bible. Not as frequently as I was reading the Bible for the year. So now that's that. Yep. Okay, so now I'm just going to glue this into the book. I told you it was going to be an easy and fast video today. And I really like this paper. And it worked out perfectly because it had 5 lines. And now I just want to put a, maybe the headphones. Where is it? All right, so I have a headset. Or I don't have any word that says podcast. I'm just going to put the headset. I'm going to put the headset there. So that's pretty neat. I hit the pink. Great. That sucks. Anyway, it has to dry. I don't know how long this is going to take to dry. We are in very hot and humid. It's 77 in my house. It sucks. Really sucks. My air conditioner on the 2nd floor broke. So the downstairs is like working really hard to cool the upstairs, which is not really working very well. So yeah, we have to have it fixed, and no one calls you back because it is so hot in New Jersey. Anyway, thank you for watching. Sorry this was a very fast video. I will see you in another video. Bye.